If you are over 60 and feel that your legs are getting weaker each year, even if you walk frequently, there is a reason for that, and it's not what most people think. It's not just about leg fatigue. Weak legs are the main factor predicting falls after age 60, and falls are the main reason many people lose their independence at this stage of life. But here's the point that almost no one talks about. The type of exercise most people do is actually the one that helps the least in preventing this problem. Walking is excellent for the heart, mood, and circulation. But walking does almost nothing to rebuild the specific types of muscle fibers that you lose more quickly after 60. In a moment, you will do a simple 30-second test that can show exactly your leg strength level. And after that, you will learn 4 exercises that target exactly what walking cannot reach. Let's start by finding out how your legs are right now. This test is called the chair stand test. It is used by physical therapists and doctors worldwide to assess functional leg strength. Let's do it together. Grab a sturdy chair, preferably without armrests. Sit with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. When you start, you will stand up fully and sit down again as many times as possible in 30 seconds. Each repetition only counts when you fully stand up. Keep a steady pace. No need to rush. Go up with control and come down with control. Avoid partial movements. Stand fully and sit fully. If your legs start to burn, that's normal. Keep going. Maintain an upright posture when standing. Avoid leaning your torso forward. Push the ground with your heels. Use your legs, not momentum. Final seconds. Keep going. And stop. Now, how many repetitions did you get? Remember that number. That number shows where you are today. Here's what it means. If you are a woman between 60 and 64, the average is between 12 and 17 repetitions. For men of the same age, between 14 and 19. Between 65 and 69, women average 11 to 16, and men 12 to 18. Between 70 and 74, women 10 to 15, and men 12 to 17. Above 75, women 10 to 15, and men 11 to 17. If your number is below the average for your age, it means your legs are weaker than they should be. But don't worry. In fact, this is exactly why you're here. And here's the best part. Leg strength responds to the right stimulus faster than almost any other muscle group in the body. Some people start to see improvement in just 2 weeks. So write that number down. You will come back to it later. Now comes the important question. Why doesn't walking keep your legs strong? To understand this, you need to know one thing about your muscles. There are 2 main types of muscle fibers in your legs. Type 1 fibers are responsible for endurance. They work during light and prolonged activities. Type 2 fibers are responsible for strength and power. They are what allow you to stand up from a chair, climb stairs, and stabilize yourself when you trip. And here's the problem. After age 40, we begin to lose muscle mass. This process is known as sarcopenia, but this loss does not happen evenly. Type 2 fibers, which are the most important for strength and fall prevention, decrease almost twice as fast as endurance fibers. And walking mainly works only type 1 fibers. You can walk every day for years and still continue losing strength in the fibers that truly matter for your independence. That's why many people say, I walk every day, but I still have trouble getting up from the couch, or I can walk a lot, but my legs shake when I climb stairs. These movements depend on fibers that are not being stimulated. But here is the most important point of all. This process can be reversed. Type 2 fibers can be rebuilt at any age. Your body is still ready to respond. It just needs the right stimulus. And walking alone is not that stimulus. So what is the right stimulus? That is exactly what these 4 exercises are designed to provide. Each one activates type 2 muscle fibers in a different way. Those responsible for strength, power, and most importantly, your independence in daily life. Let's start from number 4 down to number 1. And pay attention, because exercise number 1 is the most important of all. Exercise number 4, wall push stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. Place both hands on the wall at shoulder height. Now slowly bend your elbows and bring your body toward the wall. Then push your body back to the starting position. That counts as 1 repetition. It may seem like an arm exercise, but pay attention to your legs. When you push your body back, you are pressing the ground with your feet. Your calf and thigh muscles are being activated. In other words, this is a full-body exercise disguised as a simple movement. Do 10 repetitions, calmly. The most important part is the pushing phase. Press the ground with your feet and feel your legs working. Now that your muscles are activated, let's move to the next exercise. Exercise number 3. Knee raise with paws. Stand behind a chair and lightly hold the backrest for balance. Now slowly raise one knee toward your chest. This is not a fast movement. Lift slowly and with control. Bring the knee as high as comfortable. Hold for 2 seconds and then lower it slowly. This exercise does 3 things at once. First, it activates the muscles responsible for lifting the leg, which are essential for walking. When these muscles are weak, people tend to drag their feet instead of taking firm steps. Second, the leg that stays on the ground works even more. It activates the quadriceps, glutes, and stabilizing muscles of the ankle and knee to maintain balance. This is exactly the type of stimulus that activates strength fibers. Third, the 2-second pause at the top forces the body to stabilize under load. In other words, you are training strength and balance at the same time. Do 10 repetitions with one leg and then 10 with the other. A common mistake here is leaning your body backward when raising the knee. Avoid this. Keep your body upright and bring the knee toward you instead of leaning your body. Now that you have activated the hip and stability muscles, let's move to the next exercise. This one is one of the most important for daily life. Exercise number 2, sit to stand. This is, without a doubt, the most functional exercise there is. Why? Because it is exactly the movement you need most in daily life, and also the one that becomes most difficult when your legs are weak. Start seated on a sturdy chair. Keep your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Cross your arms over your chest. Now stand up fully without using your hands. Then sit down again slowly. And here is the most important detail: don't drop into the chair. Lower yourself with control. The standing phase activates strength fibers, especially in the quadriceps and glutes. But the most powerful part happens when you lower yourself slowly. At that moment, your muscles are working while lengthening. This type of contraction is called eccentric contraction, and this is one of the most effective stimuli for rebuilding muscle after age 60. Studies show that this type of movement generates more strength gains than traditional movement. But everything depends on how you do it. The descent should last between 3 to 4 seconds. This control is what truly makes the difference. If you can only do 3 or 4 repetitions before your legs start to burn, that's perfectly fine. Rest for 30 seconds and do another set. Over time, aim to reach 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions. Now, if you still can't stand up without using your hands, that's completely normal too. Start by using arm support, but try to use it as little as possible. Each week, reduce that support slightly. Most people who can't do this exercise today can already perform 5 to 8 repetitions without using their hands in 3 to 4 weeks. And this completely changes how the body responds in daily life. Now we reach the most important exercise of all. This is, without a doubt, the strongest stimulus you can give your legs using only your body weight. Exercise number 1. Wall sit. Stand with your back against a wall. Now take a few steps forward with your feet, about 16 to 20 inches from the wall. Then slowly slide your back down until your knees are slightly bent. You don't need to go down to 90 degrees. That is too deep for beginners. A comfortable angle, around 45 degrees, is more than enough. Now, simply hold this position. In the first few seconds, it may feel easy, but between 15 and 20 seconds, you will start to feel your thighs burning. That sensation is exactly what you want. It means the strength fibers are being activated. This is the signal that tells your body, these muscles are important. We need to rebuild them. If you are starting out, hold for 15 to 30 seconds. Over time, aim for 45 to 60 seconds. Rest and repeat 2 to 3 times. This exercise is number 1 for a simple reason. It activates strength fibers safely. Your back is supported, your feet are firmly on the ground, and there is no risk of falling. At the same time, your muscles are working intensely. Now let's put everything together into a simple plan. Do the exercises in this order. Exercise 4, wall push, 10 repetitions. Exercise 3, knee raise, 10 each leg. Exercise 2, sit to stand, 3 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions, slow descent. Exercise 1, wall sit, 2 to 3 sets of 20 to 45 seconds total time, 7 to 10 minutes. No gym, no equipment. Best time, in the morning or early afternoon, when your body has more energy and balance. Avoid doing it before bed, as it may leave your body too stimulated. Now, the most important rule of all: consistency is more important than intensity. Do this at least 3 to 4 times per week. If you can do it every day, even better. But don't make the mistake of doing nothing for a week and trying to make up for it in a single day. If you can only do 2 exercises, prioritize sit to stand and the wall sit. These 2 are already more effective for strength than an entire hour of walking. Your muscles only rebuild if they have the right nutrients. And here is the most common mistake. Many people eat little protein at breakfast, some at lunch, and a lot at dinner. But the body can only use about 25 to 30 g of protein per meal to build muscle. The rest is not used in the same way. That's why you need to distribute protein throughout the day. Start with breakfast. Eggs, yogurt, cheese, or even a shake already make a difference. This greatly speeds up the body's response to exercise. Strength and balance go together. When the legs become weak, the body loses stability. Here's a simple trick. Every time you brush your teeth, stand on one leg. Lightly hold the sink if needed. Then switch legs. You turn a daily habit into a balance exercise without spending extra time. This mistake surprises many people, staying inactive for several days. After a cold, mild pain, or any discomfort, many people stop completely, and this accelerates muscle loss. In older individuals, 1 week of inactivity can cause a loss that would take a month in a younger person. So do whatever is possible, even if it's light. Standing up from a chair, walking around the house, or even just pressing your feet into the ground helps. Some stimulus is always better than none. Now let's go back to the beginning. You did the chair test. You have a number. That number does not define you. It shows your starting point. Here's the challenge. Do these exercises today. Repeat for 14 days. Then take the test again. You will see the difference. And when that happens, come back and share your result. Because your progress might be exactly what someone else needs to get started. If this content helped you, like and share it with someone who needs to strengthen their legs. And if you want to keep improving, follow content like this. Take care of your legs. You're going to need them for a long time.